The story of Pelagio Antonio de Labastida y Dávalos is one of faith, resilience, and the complexities of history. Born in a time of revolution and raised in a nation struggling to define itself, Pelagio's life intertwined with the political and spiritual currents of 19th century Mexico. From his humble beginnings to his rise as a national leader, his journey reflects the triumphs and challenges of a nation striving for identity and unity. This is his story, told in three parts. In the small town of Zamora, Michoacán, on the 24th of March, 1816, Pelagio Antonio de Labastida y Dávalos was born. His family, though not wealthy, was deeply rooted in faith and tradition. From an early age, Pelagio displayed a keen intellect and a strong sense of purpose, traits that would define his life. Mexico in the early 19th century was a land in turmoil. The War of Independence, which began in 1810, had left the nation divided and struggling to find its footing. Pelagio grew up amidst these upheavals, hearing stories of bravery and sacrifice that ignited a desire to serve his country. At 16, Pelagio left Zamora to pursue his education in Mexico City. There, he immersed himself in theology, philosophy, and law, preparing for a future that would intertwine faith and politics. By the 1830s, he had entered the priesthood, dedicating himself to the church and its mission to guide and uplift the people. As Mexico grappled with the challenges of independence, Pelagio emerged as a voice of reason and compassion. His sermons, delivered with passion and conviction, called for unity and hope in a time of division. By the 1840s, he had become a prominent figure in the Mexican church, a man whose faith and intellect would soon be tested by the tides of history. The 1850s and 1860s were decades of profound change for Mexico. The Reform War, a bitter conflict between liberals and conservatives, tore the nation apart. Pelagio, now Archbishop of Puebla, was a vocal critic of the liberal government's anti-clerical policies. He believed the church was essential to Mexico's moral and social fabric, and he fought tirelessly to defend its role in public life. In 1861, facing financial crisis, President Benito Juárez suspended payments on Mexico's foreign debt, prompting France, Britain, and Spain to send troops to Veracruz. While Britain and Spain withdrew, France, under Napoleon III, saw an opportunity to establish a foothold in the Americas. By 1863, French forces had captured Mexico City, and the Second Mexican Empire was born. Pelagio played a pivotal role in the conservative alliance that supported the empire. He believed a monarchy, guided by Catholic principles, could unite Mexico and heal its wounds. When Archduke Maximilian of Austria was offered the throne, Pelagio was appointed regent, tasked with overseeing the transition of power. As regent, Pelagio worked tirelessly to consolidate support for the empire. He traveled across the country, meeting with local leaders and addressing the concerns of the people. However, the empire faced constant challenges, from financial difficulties to internal dissent. Despite Pelagio's efforts, the liberal faction, led by Juárez, continued to resist. By 1867, the empire had collapsed. Maximilian was captured and executed, and Pelagio went into exile. The dream of a Catholic monarchy had failed, but Pelagio's journey was far from over. After years in exile, Pelagio returned to Mexico in 1871. The nation had changed, but his commitment to his faith and his people remained unwavering. He resumed his duties as Archbishop of Mexico, focusing on rebuilding the church and addressing the needs of a fractured society. Pelagio's later years were marked by a deep sense of reflection. He established schools, orphanages, and hospitals, working tirelessly to improve the lives of the poor and marginalized. His sermons, infused with the wisdom of experience, called for unity and reconciliation, urging Mexicans to look beyond their differences and work together for the common good. By the late 1880s, Pelagio's health began to decline, but his spirit remained unbroken. He continued to serve as Archbishop until his death on December 4, 1891. His passing was mourned by many, both within Mexico and beyond. Pelagio's legacy is a complex one, shaped by the turbulent times in which he lived. He was a man of contradictions, a conservative who fought for change, a political leader who sought spiritual solutions, a dreamer who faced harsh realities. Yet, it is these very contradictions that make his story so compelling. Today, Pelagio Antonio de Labastida y Dávalos is remembered not just as a historical figure, but as a symbol of resilience and hope. His life reminds us that even in the face of adversity, it is possible to remain true to one's principles and make a lasting impact on the world. Epilogue. The past unfolded. The story of Pelagio Antonio de Labastida y Dávalos is a testament to the enduring power of faith, the complexities of history, and the resilience of the human spirit. From his humble beginnings in Zamora to his rise as a national leader, his journey reflects the struggles and triumphs of a nation striving to find its identity. As we look back on his life, we are reminded that history is not just a collection of dates and events, but a tapestry of human experiences, woven together by the choices we make and the values we hold dear. Pelagio's story is a part of that tapestry, a thread that continues to inspire and guide us today. Thank you for joining us on this journey through history. If you enjoyed this series, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to The Past Unfolded for more stories that bring the past to life. Until Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep uncovering the stories that shape our world.